We should have Seth cast it to the computer or to the TV up front too.
I just want to make sure they're all right. Oh, yeah.
I know. Okay, so I've got the site up on my laptop, and we can go whenever you're ready.
Actually, online. All right, you're up.
Hey everybody, John and Dom here for your weekly installment of Final Order Cutoff Roundup. We're going to go over a bunch of stuff. It is a huge FOC week this week. Not only are we doing all of the normal stuff that we do, but we basically have an entire month of DC books to cut off because of the acetate covers. So both the regular cover and the variant cover for the books that are going to be shipping out in November are on FOC this Monday as well. So this is all the books that we're going to show you here on the show in a second are on cutoff Monday, September 9th. If you would like to order any of those, let us know before 5 p.m. on Monday, September 9th, and we will we'll go over all of the rules and stuff with you here in a second. Most of the books are in shop on October 2nd. Let's take it away. It's raining right now outside here in Parker, which is pretty crazy. Yay, Aquaman.
What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you a leader or will you follow? Are you a fighter or will you cower?
You gotta add Dom to that too.
Take back your power. What's your plan?
Dom's always here.
I'm here.
All right, here we go. Here's the.
I'm here.
There's Dom. Woo! We got Dom on camera. That's fantastic. You can. Why don't you just put yourself on camera?
Because I don't want to detract from the beautiful looking covers.
Oh, whatever. Okay. So, thank you for guys for taking time out of your day. It's Friday. We do this show / post every Friday to let you know about books that are coming out in the future. In the future. All of these. So the way comic book ordering works, and you're going to get tired of me talking about this, but I do my initial order once a month, and that is that's for stuff that's in the entire previews catalog. That gets sent to Diamond. After the initial order takes place, FOC, Final Order Cutoff, happens every Monday. Every single Monday, just like the mail, despite rain, nor sleet, nor snow, nor shine. I have to do FOC on Monday. FOC, Final Order Cutoff, is our last chance as a comic book store to adjust my numbers on books. Generally 3 to 4 weeks, roughly a month before the books actually ship out to us at the store. And it's also your last opportunity to guarantee that you get something added to your subscription, to your hold slot. So the way that we're going to do this show, for those of you that are watching live, again, thank you for joining us. We do the show every Friday, roughly 11:30. We're on right at 11:30. After the fact, you can watch this show right here on our Facebook page, or you can hop on over to YouTube, and we will post this show to YouTube as soon as we are done recording and uploading the show. So you can watch it at your leisure, in the bathroom, at work, with your headphones on,
I do it in the bathroom.
as loud as possible, while your kids are watching PJ Masks or something like that, so that you get all the information that you need to make an informed decision, and tell us before 5 p.m. on Monday, September 9th, that you would like something added to your subscription, or that you would like us to pull a copy for you. So right here in bold, if you would like to subscribe to any of these titles so that you receive them monthly or bi-weekly or weekly, depending on the books, as they are coming out, please comment sub, and then we'll use Grendel Devil's Odyssey as an example. And you will get all 8 issues of Grendel Devil's Odyssey set aside for you in your hold slot. If you would just like to try a copy, just one copy of issue number 1, or maybe you really dig the Fabio Moon variant for Grendel number 1 and you want 10 copies of that, all you have to do is comment pull Grendel number 1 cover B 10 copies, and we will order you 10 copies of that cover. And as long as I get your order for these things before 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Monday, September 9th, your order is locked in and guaranteed, barring shipping issues or damages with Diamond, all that sort of stuff. So that's how it's going to work. If you would like to subscribe to something, please comment sub and the title. If you would like to just pull a copy because you want to try it out, you're not sure you want to commit to it yet, you can type pull Grendel Devil's Odyssey #1, cover A, cover B, whatever. There's a ton of stuff on FOC this week. Monday is going to suck. That's all I have to say. But if you comment pull, we will just order you whatever it is that you would like as a special order. That way you're not subscribed to it, but it still shows up for you in your pulled slot. Make sense? I think we're pretty clear.
Yeah,
hopefully,
I think it makes sense.
Hopefully on that.
Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it.
Perfect. Okay.
Except for my green screen here.
What's wrong with your green screen?
There we go. There we go. We're good.
Minor adjustments. Minor adjustments. So what you're seeing behind me on the green screen is the weekly blog post that we do for FOC that is on the Hall of Justice website. If you don't know, we are everywhere. Like
roaches.
Roaches?
Yeah.
That's accurate. That's an accurate description. Our website is www.hallofjusticecomics.com. Every Tuesday there is a new comics report that goes up with all the new titles that are coming out for Wednesday. And then Friday, I type this little ditty up right here that is our FOC Roundup post. So you have access to this all the time at hallofjusticecomics.com on our website. We are also on Facebook, as you are well aware, because that's how you're watching us right now. We're on Twitter and Instagram. Those handles are both at HOJ Comics. So if you don't follow us there, follow us there. And then we're also on YouTube. And I don't have info for our YouTube channel, but
I'll post it at the end.
Okay, cool.
It'll be on this post.
Perfect.
Later on.
So check us out on all of those different social media options. And then you can follow along with whatever it is that we're doing on a weekly basis.
Right.
Lots of fun stuff. We do a stream sale on Thursday nights from 5 to 7. Yeehaw. Okay.
Yeehaw.
All right, let's get to it. Like I said, this is a huge FOC week, partly because we are FOCing an entire month of comics from the folks at DC because of their acetate covers. So we'll get to that here in a second. But we're going to start off like we do. We go alphabetically based on the premier publishers that are in the previews catalog. First up, we have our friends at Dark Horse. In stores on October 2nd, we've got Grendel Devil's Odyssey #1 of 8. Looking very much like Cosmic Ghost Rider right there on the cover, which is pretty interesting. But Grendel's been around way longer than Cosmic Ghost Rider has, not quite as long as regular Ghost Rider. Spoiler alert, he's in this FOC Roundup as well. So, Grendel Devil's Odyssey, 8-issue miniseries. Cover A, which is on the left right here, is the main cover by Mr. Matt Wagner. Cover B, which I can't reach over because then my hand disappears.
I took off
like
mouse
that.
support too, so I can't help
Okay.
you right now.
Cover B, which is the cover on the right, is by Fabio Moon. Those are both open to order covers. If we have multiple variants that are on this show, all of those covers are open to order. So you're not going to pay $1 extra. There's no meet or exceed. They're not 1 in 25s. We don't like to showcase those because those are always super limited. If you're interested in something like that for any of these books, let us know after the fact or private message the show, and we can let you know if we'll have something like that available or not. Grendel Prime, right there looking like Cosmic Ghost Rider, searches the stars for a new home for mankind, and Matt Wagner returns to his darkest creation. As civilization comes to an end on Earth, the final Grendel Khan gives Grendel Prime a new directive: find a perfect planet to be the new home for the human race. But will the deadly and relentless Paladin ultimately save humanity or destroy it? That sounds pretty rad.
That is pretty cool.
And if you've been following Grendel, for the 30 plus years that he's been around, that's a great place to jump in with Cosmic Ghost Rider Grendel. So cover A, cover B right there on your screen. If you'd like to add that to your subscription so that you get all 8 issues, type sub Grendel Devil's Odyssey. If you just want to pull a copy of #1 and see if it's any good, type pull Grendel Devil's Odyssey with either cover A or cover B. Okay, so that's the first one. Next up from Dark Horse, as part of the Berger Books initiative, which is Karen Berger, who used to be the editor at DC for Vertigo, we have Ruby Falls #1, which is a 4-issue miniseries. Ruby Falls is a sleepy town, but sleep brings nightmares, and Lana is about to wake up in the middle of her hometown's biggest secret: the disappearance of infamously progressive Betty Gallagher during the mobster-ruled heyday of the mining town. When details of the cold case murder start to come through her grandmother Clara's foggy dementia-jumbled memories, Lana becomes obsessed with cracking the case, even if it splinters the peaceful town and endangers everything she loves. So it's written by Ann Nocenti, who did Daredevil and Green Arrow and The Seeds, and the art is by Flavia Biondi, that's a mouthful. Italian artist of La Generacion, making her American comics debut right here. So if you dig kind of crime, murder, mystery sort of things, Ruby Falls is right up your alley. It's part of the Burger Books initiative from Dark Horse, 4-issue miniseries. Again, if you'd like to subscribe to it, you can type sub Ruby Falls and we'll get you all 4 issues. If you would just like to pull a copy of number 1 to see if you're interested in it, you can type pull Ruby Falls number 1. No variants for this one, just the main cover there. Okay, are you ready? Oh, let's do some stretching, some calisthenics.
Sorry, tasting the ballast just stopped it.
Oh, now we are on to DC. Like I said when we opened the show, this week's FOC is ridiculously large because DC is FOCing all of the acetate covers that are going to be in store through the month of November on Monday. Not only are they just doing the acetate covers are the main cover for the regular titles for DC Comics. Not only are they FOCing the main covers with the acetate covers, they are also FOCing all of the variants. So we are literally having to do an entire month of DC Comics plus all of the stuff that would normally be on this week's FOC. So we've made a post about it before. You can see up at the top of this image is the list of all of the books that will have acetate covers with their item codes and the artists that are doing the acetate covers. What Dom has on the screen right now is a list of all of those books with the acetate covers, and I know it's very small, but you can click on this when you're not watching the show. You can go to the website. Can you?
Let me see how that works. Make them a little bit bigger.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. All I want to do.
Let's do a little bit more. 150.
On the fly, resizing, scaling of images. That's pretty good. I mean, it's still going to be tiny if somebody's watching it on their phone. Basically, what the acetate covers are, and I meant to have an old one on hand so that I could show you an example, but I don't know where it went. The acetate covers have a regular cover and then this clear plastic overlay that is stapled to the book as if it were like a blank. So think of a blank comic cover, a blank comic book, but instead of the blank cardstock cover, it has clear plastic film and then the cover underneath. The clear plastic film has an image on it, so that when you remove you don't remove it. I don't want to say that. Don't remove the clear plastic film, please. When you open the clear plastic film, the art that is on the film is different than the art that is underneath the comic book. So you kind of get this like moving picture sort of thing. You know, the cover looks one way, you open the acetate piece, and then the behind cover is totally different. And that's what this image is trying to illustrate. You'll have, like, for example, down here in the corner, you've got Catwoman. The acetate overlay is Catwoman in a really very skimpy dress, looking into a mirror and seeing her regular Catwoman outfit being displayed. When you lift up that piece of acetate film underneath, she's looking into the mirror with her in her classic like 40s and 50s costume, which is purple with a very, very deep cut plunging neckline. So again, these are all the main covers for the DC books that are shipping out in November. If you are subscribed to Action Comics, Aquaman, Detective, Flash, Red Hood, Supergirl, any of the stuff that's in the list above this image, you are going to get the acetate cover in your hold slot. That's the main cover for the book. There's no need to say, hey, John, I want these. You're going to get them. As long as you're subscribed to the main cover for these books, you're going to get the acetate covers. If you are not subscribed to the main cover and would like the acetate covers, please comment pull with whichever title you would like, or if you want all of them, we can get them all for you. That's not a problem. The cool thing about the acetate covers is they are not marking them up, so they're still going to be cover price, which is $3.99.
It's not bad.
It's not. So you're getting it's a pretty good deal. You're getting, 2 covers for the price of one, I guess.
Two. For the price of
Ha ha ha! One acetate cover. Ha ha ha! Okay, so that's what I have to say about the acetate covers. That's why this week's FOC is so massive, because we have to do all of this plus the variants, because these are the main covers this week, in addition to this week's FOC comics. Okay, if you take me down just a little bit, there are no images for this section right here. But also being rush solicited for November on sale dates are the new DC 100-page Giants. And these are very similar to the Walmart 100-page books that have been out for a little over a year now. But it's now something that we as a retail shop have access to. The 100-page books are mostly reprint material, but they have a cover price of $4.99. And I think there's like 16 pages in these.
Square bound these ones.
I think they're going to be.
Oh, that'd be
Because all the Walmart ones are.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh, they are.
All the Walmart books are square bound, so these guys should
Superman
be.
One. Superman one isn't, obviously.
Superman.
Above in the sky or something.
Well, okay. So those that you're talking about are the reprints of the Walmart stuff, which are just regular comic book size.
Okay.
These are going to actually be those 100-page big books that are square bound, with a tiny little snippet of new stuff in the front of the book, and then all reprint material in the back of the book. But we got a list here: Aquaman Giant, Batman Giant, DC Ghosts Giant, which is pretty cool. DC Villains Giant, Flash Giant, Scooby-Doo 50th Anniversary Giant, Superhero Girls Giant, Swamp Thing Giant, Teen Titans Go Giant, and Wonder Woman Giant. So if you are...
Take a breath out.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to go through. If you are interested in any of the DC Giants, I unfortunately don't have any cover images, which sucks because FOC is on Monday, and I don't have much other information other than, I don't have creators or anything like that. But you're going to get this massive book for $5, less your discount if you're a subscription customer, that is going to have mostly reprint material in it with a little bit of a new original story at the front. They're really cool, and if you're a DC completist,
Which you are.
which I am, I have to have them, even if there's reprints. So that's what that little blurb right there is. There's no images, any of that sort of stuff. But again, if you'd like to subscribe to the series, you could say sub Batman Giant, or if you'd just like to pull a copy of each of those number ones, you can say pull DC Giants, and we'll get you taken care of. Next, everybody knows this next cover. If you want to take it down a notch, that is the classic Neil Adams cover for Batman 251. This is their next facsimile edition. The Joker's 5-way revenge will take everything Batman has to stop the Clown Prince of Crime's homicidal rampage. Don't miss this 1973 classic in a new facsimile edition. It is an exact reprint front to back of the original Batman 251 that came out in 1973. But instead of being like $200, it's now $3.99. So this is not something I can subscribe you to. So you can just say pull Batman 251 facsimile, and we'll make sure that a copy is in your hold slot.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta have another drink because we're still in the DC waters here. Okay, so for the entire month of October, forget about November and the acetate covers. For the entire month of October, DC is doing variant covers that are themed, and they do these every now and then. October for Halloween is one of their common themes. This October, the theme is the infected. So every single variant cover that comes out in the month of October is going to have a deceased, infected version of the superhero on the cover. The first one, it's super dark, but it's amazing, is by Francesco Mattina, exactly. This is for Batman number 80, which is in stores on October 2nd. This is still tying into the whole City of Bane story arc that started out with issue 75. The bad guys thought they had it made with Bane in control, but with Batman back in Gotham, they'll be reminded what justice feels like and how it hurts when it hits you in the face. Right in the face, Dom.
Right.
With Catwoman at his side, the Caped Crusader's looking to take down Bane's army and reclaim his city, but what happens when old allies like Gotham Girl also stand in his way? John Romita Jr. and Klaus Janson join Batman for 2 issues that will rock Gotham City to its foundation, right? And the variant cover right there is the infected cover by Mr. Francesco Mattina. It is amazing. So, if you just want a copy of that, you can type pull Batman 80 variant. If you'd like to subscribe to the Batman variants, you can type sub Batman variants. or if you just want to subscribe to Batman, you can type sub Batman, and we'll add it to your hold slot. So, speaking of Deceased, issue number 5 is on FOC, and it's also in stores on October 2nd. And I just wanted to take a sec to feature some of the images for this one. The first one that's up on your screen. Oh, we have to scale it back.
I have to scale it back.
That makes sense. It's massive. Okay.
It's just gigantic.
Okay. So this is the main cover right here for Deceased number 5, which is done by Mr. Josh Middleton. Knocking it out of the park with that one. It looks like she's getting ready to face off. The Wonder Woman's getting ready to face off against infected Superman. Main covers by Middleton. If we scroll down, we get 2 variants. Same thing as always, but the variants this time both feature Harley Quinn. So the Matina actual variant edition is kind of a infected Harley Quinn, and then to the right of that we've got the horror movie poster variant, which I believe is from La Llorona, I think, because it says she wants your children. So it's Harley's back, and she has Batgirl, or maybe that's Damian. It's Damian and Jonathan. And in the reflection below the water, you can see that they are drowned in the water, and she is turned and screaming at you. Yeah,
that's super cool.
That's pretty
That's
brutal. So the variant cover is by Francesco Mattina. The horror movie poster cover is by Yasmin Putri. Main cover up at the top by Josh Middleton. So there's nothing different here. I just wanted to show those off because those are some great covers. If we have Harley fans that aren't reading the series, you can say pull the variant or the horror movie poster, and we can order those for you. But just kind of breezing through that really quick. Up next, we have the infected variant for Green Lantern number 12. This cover is amazing. Done by Mr. Riley Rossmo, who's been around forever, who did he did an early Batman monster thing crossover with Nightwing and Detective Comics when Rebirth first took over. But this is also the last issue? So Green Lantern's taking a break after issue number 12. There's this whole Black Stars thing that Grant Morrison is coming out next with. So I think it's just taking a break. I think it will be back after Black Stars is over. But the Green Lanterns will fall. Insidious plans meticulously set in motion since issue 1 have reached their boiling point. As defeat looms for the core, Hal's showdown with his monstrous antimatter counterpart sets the stage for the final pages of this issue and the moment that will echo throughout the entire DC universe. How bad is it for Hal and the Core? There is no number 13 next month. But Grant Morrison is crafting the next chapter of his story, and it's coming soon. That's the Hal and the Black, what did I say? Black something. Dang it, I can't remember already. So anyway, if you would like to subscribe to Green Lantern, I mean, this is the last issue for now. But if you'd like to pull that infected variant covered by Riley Rossmo, you can say pull GL number 12 variant, and we will get a copy of that for you. Okay, we've got a Harley theme going on this week. This next one is absolutely crazy. It is on FOC on Monday. We have Joker/Harley Criminal Sanity number 1 of a 9-issue miniseries. The main cover that you see on your screen right there is by Francesco Mattina. There's a lot of Mattina in this FOC as well. There are 2 variant covers which I don't have images for. One of them is by Mike Mayhew. The other one is by Miko Suyan. So Miko Suyan and Mayhew are both doing interior artwork on this series, and they're getting variant covers, but the images for those have not been released yet. 9-issue miniseries. It's written by Cami Garcia, who's the co-author of Beautiful Creatures, Unbreakable, and X-Files, with art by Miko Suyan from Bloodshot and Mike Mayhew from Star Wars. So this series in Gotham City, where heinous acts of violence are a daily occurrence, the GCPD relies on Harley, a young forensic psychiatrist and profiler, to consult on their toughest cases. But Harley's haunted by one unsolved case the night she discovered her roommate's body marked with the signature of a notorious serial killer known as the Joker. Yeah, right? Just some nobody. It's got a movie coming out, also in October, I believe. Yeah, totally new, never before seen, the Joker. 5 years later, the case remains unsolved. A new series of murders occur throughout the city, and as the murders escalate, her obsession for finding the depraved psychopath leads her down a dangerous path. So the cool thing about this series is that the writer Cami Garcia introduces readers to a Joker and Harley unlike any they've ever seen before, which is interesting because they've seen a lot of versions of Harley up until now, utilizing forensic psychiatry, behavioral analysis, and psychological profiling to create true-to-life take on these iconic characters that's more terrifying than any psychotic fantasy. That's going to be a cool series. There's a lot of Harley stuff. We talked about Harleen, I think, last show, a couple shows ago. There's a Joker miniseries that's coming out that I'm sure will be on FOC in the next week. If you would like to subscribe, you can type sub Joker Harley Criminal Sanity. We'll pull you all the A covers. If you would just like to pull a copy to see what it's all about, you can type pull Joker Harley Criminal Sanity, and we'll get you a copy of number 1. And as soon as I get artwork for the variant covers, I'll make sure that I post them on our Facebook page. I'm sure they're going to be amazing. Miko Suyan is no slouch. So, moving on. Next from DC, we've got the Infected cover for Justice League number 33 by John Boy Myers. This is continuing the Justice Doom War for Part 4. Apex Lex is in attendance. He's taking out the remaining members of the Justice League in the present, just as his Legion of Doom is beating down the time-traveling heroes in both the past and the future. Batman, Superman, and the rest of our heroes may have just figured out how Commandy's timeline works when terrible hyper-time quakes rattle their existence. But they're heading for ancient Atlantis, so that's pretty cool.
And they'll see the
we're going to see
team in there.
Right? We're going to see more Justice Society in here as well, so the team-up continues with Justice Doom War Part 4. This again is the Infected variant cover for Justice League 33 by John Boy. If you would like just that cover, you can type pull Justice League 33 variant. If you'd like to be added to the series, you can say sub either the main cover or the variant cover. We'll get you going. So we're not out of the DC waters yet, man. We're still churning. Next up, yes, please. We got DC's Halloween special. This is Secrets of Sinister House number 1. They do a Halloween special, they do a Christmas special, and a summer special. This right here is their Halloween special. That's a callback to an old Bronze Age horror title from DC. This is going to be an 80-page book. This is $9.99. But witness what hides within the Sinister House, the DC's most horrific secrets and mysteries. Travel alongside Harley, Constantine, Detective Chimp, Zatanna, the Atom, and others as they face this macabre devastation firsthand. And in the bowels of this dark mansion, we return to the world of the legendary Red Rain to meet once again with Vampire Batman. He is right there on the cover, which is done by Mr. John Romita Jr. And Red Rain Batman with Funko Pops came out a couple weeks ago, so it's a great time to revisit Vampire Batman. What better time than Halloween?
This is really cool.
Yeah. This is not something that we can subscribe you to because it's a one-shot, so if you'd like a copy of Secrets of Sinister House, please comment, pull Secrets of Sinister House, and we'll get a copy set aside for you. Okay? Next up, we're almost out of the DC waters.
Almost.
Next up from DC and in stores, this is not on October 2nd, this is on October 16th. Superman Smashes the Klan number 1 of 3. This is a 3-issue miniseries. It's written by Jean Lun Yang from The Terrifics, New Superman, American-born Chinese, and he is teaming up with, I can't remember who the artist is. The main cover is by Gurihuru. The variant cover is by Kyle Baker, featuring a kid riding. I do too, man. It's great.
Crypto's in the back.
Kid riding on Crypto. That's fantastic. But that is making very light of what this story is about. Yeah, with Batman on it. The year is 1946. The Lee family has moved from Metropolis's Chinatown to the center of the bustling city. While Dr. Lee is greeted warmly in his new position at the Metropolis Health Department, his 2 kids, Roberta and Tommy Lee, are more excited about being closer to their famous hero, Superman. While Tommy adjusts to face the fast pace of the city, Roberta feels out of place as she tries and fails to fit in with the neighborhood kids. As the Lees try to adjust to their new lives, an evil is stirring in Metropolis, the KKK. When the Lee family awakens one night to find a burning cross on their lawn, they consider leaving town, but the Daily Planet offers a reward for information on the KKK, and their top 2 reporters, Lois and Clark, dig into the story. When Tommy is kidnapped by the KKK, Superman leaps into action with help from Roberta. But Superman is still new to his powers. He hasn't even worked out how to fly yet, so he has to run across town. So this is like a weird Superman Year One story, but it's not told from the position of Superman. It's told from kids dealing with racism and the KKK in 1946 in Metropolis. So it's a really cool idea, written by a guy who is notorious for bringing fresh ideas to comic books. 3-issue miniseries. If you would like to subscribe to it, please type sub Superman Smashes the KKK. If you would just like to pull a copy of number 1 or the variant to number 1, just type pull Superman KKK number 1, cover A or cover B, and we will make that happen for you. But I'm pretty... Guru is doing the interior art for the series. So he's doing the main cover right there, as well as the interiors. Yep. Pretty cool, pretty crazy. Weird book, but it sounds like it's going to be awesome. Okay.
It surprises me with everything they went through with Dan.
Yeah.
This is pretty bold.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Yeah.
That, after what Didio said?
Yep.
You think this would not even be on their radar.
Right. But I think
I'm glad they're doing it.
I really think that Gene Lun Yang, I'm pretty sure that they're like, whatever this guy wants to do, DC's trying to facilitate that, because he's bringing another voice to comics that is a minority, but that is a phenomenal minority that tells some amazing stories. So
I have a feeling this is going to get some news play.
I do too. I can absolutely see that happening. Okay, the next chunk that we have down below here, these variants are all variant covers that are going to ship out in November. These are the variants that partner with the acetate main covers that are shipping out from DC in November. But there are some amazing covers here, and I wanted to make sure that we featured them so that you guys don't miss out.
These?
Correct.
Okay.
Acetate cover is the main cover. These are the variant covers. Some of them are cardstock, some of them are not. So they're either going to be $3.99 or $4.99. But again, if you would just like us to pull a copy or 5 copies of these books for you, type pull Action 1017 variant and however many copies you would like. If you would like to add the series to your subscription, type sub Action Comics and then either the main cover or the variant cover. So we're going to run through these really quick. These are going to be up here. They're on the website. They're on the Facebook page. They'll be on YouTube, so you can check them out. This is the variant to 1017 for Action Comics by Lucio Perillo. Up next, we've got Batgirl number 41 variant by Terry Dodson. Then we get to Catwoman number 17. Art Germ is off Catwoman variants. This is by a gentleman named Alberto Veranda. So that's the Catwoman 17 variant right there. Next we've got Deathstroke number 49 by Scan Surswan. Then we scroll down. This is cool. This is Flash number 82, the variant cover by Carmone Shirahama, who did the Wonder Woman one. That's why this looks very familiar, because there's a Wonder Woman variant from a while back where she is on a mostly black and white background and she's in color with her lasso. Phenomenal artist, great variant cover. Because it's November, Frank Cho likes to do seasonal variants. So if you scroll down one, we get the Harley Quinn number 67 variant by Frank Cho. Harley is getting ready to carve a turkey with a chainsaw, that's very Harley. That's very Harley of her. But that's her Cho's Thanksgiving variant for Harley 67. Hit me one next. We've got Justice League number 35 variant by Tyler Kirkham, which is pretty rad. Missing a few members of the Justice League on that one, but that's okay. It's still a good cover. Scroll down one more, and we've got Justice League number 17, another kind of close-up profile picture of the Justice League Dark by Clayton Crane, this time featuring Zatanna. Yeah, it's good. I didn't post the last one, which was Detective Chimp.
Thanos.
Who's that guy?
That's Thanos.
That is Thanos.
Lucio Perillo?
Yes.
Lucio Perillo.
Justice League Odyssey 15 with the glorious Thanos Darkseid cover by Lucio Perillo right there, holding a very small blue ball.
That's it. It's the new cube. It's a globe.
It's instead
globe.
of a boom tube, we got a boom sphere.
All right.
Next, we got Supergirl 36 variant by Mr. Derek Chu, continuing his run on Supergirl variants right there. That's a great cover. I wish that they would have done something with the reflection in her glasses, but that's cool. I'm cool with it. Here. How about that family portrait right there? Teen Titans number 36 variant by Alex Garner, featuring Daddy Lobo, and daughter crush. I don't know if it's not the first time they're together, but I love this variant cover. It's fantastic. Lobo's got some abs, man.
Look at that.
And I don't think he's not as hairy as he's supposed
doesn't
to be.
have a
He needs to
nine-pack
be
like
way.
Batman
No,
does.
he doesn't. But
Nobody has a
still,
nine-pack.
he's rocking it, man. And how about that next one, man? The Wonder Woman 82 variant by Jenny Frison. I love it. I dig it. It's kind of classic Wonder Woman from when she first showed up in All-Star Comics and Sensation
That would be
number
great
one.
to have the original. That.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's something else.
Okay, so remember, all of these variants that we just blew through, these are all coming out in November. These are the variants to the acetate main covers. So if you would like any of these or any quantity of these, please type pull Wonder Woman 82 variant. Please be specific so that we can make sure, because again, we're having to FOC an entire month of DC books and variants, and we want to make sure that you guys get what you guys want in terms of orders.
That's this Monday.
That's Monday.
That's Monday.
Monday, September, 9th, by 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We got to have your orders in. Okay?
Going on?
Whew, yeah. Now we're out of
All right,
DC.
catch up?
I am. It's. I feel like I need
Get some water? Take a
yes.
drink.
Or I feel like I should be drinking some scotch. Okay. From IDW, and in celebration of Halloween and the month of October, we're taking a trip back to Vader's Castle. Vader's Castle is part of the Star Wars Adventures branding through IDW, which is an all-ages, kid-appropriate Star Wars title. Vader's Castle came out last year around October, same kind of thing. It's a kid's horror story featuring tales surrounding Darth Vader, which is pretty cool. This is going to be a weekly 5-issue miniseries the entire month of October, and it's not the only one, because we're going to get to another one
So it means
very
we're
shortly.
running the same problem.
So that means I have to order 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 on Monday. So if you would like this comic, subscribe to it.
There's no fault.
If we pull you a copy of number 1,
never
by the
know.
time number 1 comes out, number 2 has already been ordered, and I cannot get the information correct. So if you would like Return to Vader's Castle from Star Wars Adventures, please sub Vader's Castle. You will get all 5 issues the month of October, weekly, because apparently October is a 5-month week, or 5-week month. But it's got some great stuff. Cover art by Franco Francavilla. This is the cover to number 5. This was the only cover that was available on Diamond when I typed this up. 1, 2, 3, and 4 also have covers by Franco Francavilla. But it's got some great stuff featuring Darth Maul, Grand Moff Tarkin, Asajj Ventress, Jabba the Hutt, all under the shadow of Darth Vader, and it's a kids' Darth Vader horror series from IDW. So sub Vader's Castle will get you all 5 issues in October. Okay? Next up from Image, in stores on October 2nd, we got a new it's a new series, but it's not. So Michael Fife has been writing Copra for a very, very long time. He is bringing the series back. Comics writer Michael Fife, he's writing, he's drawing, he's inking, he's coloring, he's doing the whole thing.
Storm.
Yeah, exactly.
Storm and a Black Panther.
Picks up where his mercenary band of misfits left off, reintroducing the entire cast of his Suicide Squad-esque revenge machine in a brutal standoff against their own leader. Jump right back into the thick of it with the world's greatest action team in this extra-length debut milestone, 36 pages for $4. So Copra from Image by Michael Fife. You can either say you'd like to subscribe to it and we'll get you all the books in the series, or it's not a mini-series, it's an ongoing thing, or we can pull you a copy of number 1 so you can read it and take a look at it and see if you like it. Next up from Image, also in stores October 2nd, we've got Dead Eyes, number 1. So this is Dead Rabbit. If you guys remember Dead Rabbit from earlier this year,
Yeah.
it happened after we moved into the store.
Right.
Dead Rabbit is written by Jerry Duggan with art by John McCrae. They got in trouble because there's a bar in New York that's got the same name called the Dead Rabbit, and that bar uses comic books as their drink and food menu. So I'm sure that they got slapped with a cease and desist letter and all kinds of
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm sure that was a mess.
I want to say that it went to 2 or 3 issues before they canceled it, and so now it's being resolicited as Dead Eyes. Okay. So they retitled the series, the same exact character. This is actually a reprint of Dead Rabbit number 1. So the first 2 issues are going to be reprint material, but it's still taking off where Jerry Duggan, who writes Deadpool and Analog, and John McCrae, who created Mythic and Hitman and all that stuff. They're returning to the story that's about a 1990s stick-up man in Boston who disappeared, and nobody knows what happened to him. He retired with the love of his life, but now he's back in the mask to save his wife. No one can stop him, so it's a great like crime revenge kind of story, gritty noir, dead eyes.
What was that one with Mel Gibson? I don't remember.
The Paybacks.
Paybacks.
Yes, like the Paybacks. Or what was the other one that Scorsese did? The movie with the two corrupt cops in Boston. Departed. Thank you, Seth. If you dig those kind of things, or The Town.
Because he knew, because he's Scorsese.
Because he is Scorsese. We've got Seth Scorsese in the house. Dead Eyes right there. Jerry Duggan, John McCrae. If you are interested in it, Scratliff. You can type sub Dead Eyes, and we'll get it added onto your subscription for you. If you'd just like to pull a copy of number 1, read it, see what it's all about, you can type pull Dead Eyes number 1, and we will make that happen for you. Next up from Image, we got a brand new series called Nomen Omen, which is fun to say. Nomen.
Oh, this is what you were laughing about the other day.
I was?
Yeah.
Nomen Omen. I don't
This is
know.
one about something about eating something?
No, that's a different one.
Oh, that's a
I
whole
think.
different one.
This is a 15-issue miniseries, which is a weird number, but it starts off brand new series, Total Eclipse of the Heart, Part 1. No matter how fast you run, sooner or later your past will catch up to you. Enter Becky Kumar, a geeky 20-year-old from New York City who's about to cross the veil between our reality and a realm of otherworldly truths. From writer and RPG creator Marco Bucci?
Video game people know who that is?
From Magna Veritas and Memento Mori. I've heard of Memento Mori. And artist Jacopo Camangi from X-Men Blue, Deadpool the Duck, comes A Tale of Tales. Witchcraft, secrets for mature readers that rewrites the rules of urban fantasy. There are 4 different covers for this series. So the main cover right here, Jacopo Camangi? I don't know how you say his name. I'm probably butchering that. Main cover right there. We've got, if you scroll down a little bit, we've got a variant cover by Oliver Coipel right there, which is pretty awesome. And then the variant on the far right, over that way, with my nub, where my nub is pointing, is by Becky Cloonan. So the Becky Cloonan cover reminds me of something like, what is the Snow White? Like it's going to be that kind of weird witches and fantasy and sort of thing. 15-issue miniseries from the folks at Image Comics, Nomen Omen. Number 1.
Nomen Omen.
Nomen Omen. If you'd like to pull a copy to see what it's all about, you can type pull with your choice of covers. There's also a blank, but if you want to subscribe to it and give the 15-issue series a run, you could say sub Nomen Omen. Spawn 300 came out this week, and hot on the heels of that, we have just a few covers.
This cover is amazing.
It is.
Jason Alexander?
Yes. What is Q? So we're going to Q again. So that's the same number of covers as Spawn 300. But as you can see from the write-up here, only a few of the images are available, which is a bummer. A covers by Todd McFarlane. B covered Greg Capullo. C is a Virgin Capullo. D, which you see on your screen right there, is Jason Sean Alexander, and it is fantastic. E cover is by Clayton Crane. I don't have an image of that. F cover is by Jerome Opeña. I don't have an image of that.
They did 2 covers when those guys were all in house. Oh, Matina, what did he do?
Well, he's from recently. Like he was doing the Spawn covers
towards the end.
Just
right this whole last
for the last year or so.
Yep.
So cover G, if you scroll down just a little bit, that is the Matina cover, which is pretty on
tell by
fire.
the greens he uses.
I like it though because it's lighter, because it's got a white background and you can actually see stuff compared to the Batman that is deceased. Cover H, one down here, that's the McFarlane parody cover, so that's swiping 301 just like his 300 did. I is a black and white McFarlane. I don't know which one, if it's going to be a black and white. It's probably going to be a black and white of the main cover. How about K, though? K is Alex Ross. Tron Spawn. How about that? That thing... So there's
That's probably a 1 in 1,000.
No, it's just open to order.
There's
a... J is a 1 in 25. That's why it's not listed on here.
Is Sienkiewicz in it?
Yeah. So K is an Alex Ross, and K will have proper trade dress. L, which is right here by my finger, is a Virgin Alex Ross, so it should actually look like that. but you have a K, which is a Alex Ross with trade dress, and an L, which is a Virgin Alex Ross, like that cover right there. M is by Bill Sienkiewicz, which is going to look nuts. N is a Virgin Bill Sienkiewicz cover, which is also going to look nuts. O is by J. Scott Campbell. P is a Virgin J. Scott Campbell cover, so he's going to continue. And then Q, they're doing a blank sketch cover.
Why is there nothing on Q?
But hey, that's one of the covers that they had available for this week. So Q is the record-breaking 301 blank sketch cover. If you would like any or all of those, you can say, sub whichever cover you would like, pull whichever cover you would like, unless you're already subscribed to Spawn, and then you'll get whatever cover you're already subscribed to. But there's
At least Alex Ross's are open to order.
Yes. There's only one cover that's a 1 in 25, and like I said, I believe it's cover J. And I don't have an image of that because I don't know what it looks like yet. Okay, now we're into Marvel. Are you ready? We got some Marvel. We got a lot of Marvel to get through, but we're close. From Marvel and in stores on October 2nd is Absolute Carnage Immortal Hulk #1, which is a one-shot. We got a great cover by Kyle Hotz right there. If you're on all the Absolute Carnage stuff, there's no need to worry. If you're subscribed to Immortal Hulk, we are not automatically going to add this to your box. So if you would like it, please comment pull AC Immortal Hulk, and we'll get a copy sent for you in your hold slot. Next up, we've got another one-shot. We've got Bizarre Adventures #1 in stores on October 2nd. In celebration of Marvel's 80th anniversary, they're kind of digging up all of these weird things. We had Crazy that was on a couple of weeks ago. Now we have Bizarre Adventures, which started out as a magazine and then kind of transitioned into a comic book format. Bizarre.
That's when we have the X-Men.
Bizarre Adventures.
Yeah.
And there's a skeleton.
That was a weird
There's a
story.
skeleton Santa Claus cover
Yes.
that's a Bizarre Adventures too, which is kind of cool. Within these pages, you will see Shang-Chi take on a martial arts master, Ulysses Bloodstone battle a master of the dark arts.
He's coming after you.
Yep, Dracula
He's
meet
got
his
it.
match, the Marvel debut of Atwood's Chris Onstad. These adventures will be thrilling, exciting, and most definitely bizarre. Just a one-shot. We're not going to order a ton, so make sure that if you would like a copy, you comment pull Bizarre Adventures, and we'll get that added to your hold slot. Next up, we got Black Cat #5. Black Cat Campbell's still doing the main cover for Black Cat, as you can see right there. In October, Marvel, so DC in October is doing their infected variant covers. For Marvel in October, they are doing Mary Jane variant covers, as you can see by the Terry Dodson cover to the very far right. That is an open-to-order cover, so it's just going to be cover price with MJ and Black Cat pulling a heist together. Another great Campbell main cover, Terry Dodson variant cover. Both of them are open to order. If you'd like to subscribe to the series, type sub Black Cat. If you would just like to pull one cover or the other, you can type pull Black Cat 5 Campbell or Dodson, and we'll get that set up for you. So here's the other weekly one. Okay, now we are on to Marvel's version of Deceased, I guess. I don't know. This is their Infected weekly 5-issue miniseries Contagion. A new evil beyond understanding comes to the Marvel Universe. A seemingly unstoppable force has invaded, and it's going to take every hero on the streets of New York to stop it. A strange substance is taking over heroes and citizens alike, draining them of their life force, stealing their knowledge and abilities, and neither science nor magic can stop it. So what's going to happen? Ben is going to smash them. That's what he's going to do. The thing is going to punch them right out of existence. 5-issue weekly series, just like Vader's Castle. It's going to come out the entire month of October, starting October 2nd. So we're not pulling this for anybody. If you would like it, please type sub Contagion, and we will have all 5 issues for you. Cover A right here is by Juan Jose Rip, and the variant cover to the right over there, is by Ryan Brown of God Hates Astronauts fame. So Contagion 5-issue weekly series in October, sub Contagion. We will get that added to your subscription. Okay, there's lots of Campbell stuff on this FOC too. This is the Fantastic Four #15 Mary Jane variant for FF15. It is an open-to-order variant, so it's got a Campbell cover, MJ right there on the cover, and the Fantasticar with. It looks like she's driving too fast because everybody looks extremely freaked out. And
She's really happy about it.
She is. I mean, she's holding a video game controller, so it's probably a lot of fun driving the Fantasticar. So, open to order, J. Scott Campbell, Mary Jane variant for Fantastic Four 15 on FOC this Monday. If you would like 1 copy, you can say pull FF15 variant. If you'd like 15 copies, you can say that same exact thing and we'll get you covered. Okay? Next, we have Fantastic Four Grand Design, which is another 2-issue miniseries. This series is not by Ed Piscor, who did X-Men Grand Design. This is by Tom Scioli. The Grand Design franchise continues with Marvel's First Family. Tom Scioli is writing and drawing the entire 2-issue miniseries. There are 3 open-to-order covers available. The main cover right there is by Tom Scioli. This is pretty cool, though. The variant cover right there is by Ed Piscor, which is no, that's Dark Knight. That's Dark Knight Returns number 2.
Frank Miller.
That's a cover swipe to Frank Miller, which is pretty rad. And then on the far right there, we have Fantastic Four Grand Design with the kind of cool corner box variant from all of the different eras of Fantastic Four. Completely open to order, 2-issue miniseries. If you'd like to subscribe to it, type sub FF Grand Design. If you would just like to pull a copy of any of those covers, you can type pull FF Grand Design. A is at the top, B is the thing, and C is the corner box variant. Okay? Now we've got a couple of one-shots. Well, this is a one-shot. There's another one coming out. Apparently, Marvel is doing comic books that are tie-ins to their Future Fight video game that I think is a mobile game on your phone. Okay. So Future Fight Firsts, White Fox #1 is a one-shot right here. The super spy from the Marvel Future Fight mobile game stars in her own one-shot. Amy Han is White Fox, a spy, a superhero, and the last of the Kumiho, a mystical race of shapeshifters. But who was she before she became White Fox, and what happened to the rest of the Kumiho? I'm probably saying that wrong, and I am sorry. The main cover there is by In-hyuk Lee, which is fantastic. The variant cover to the far right is by Sana Takeda, who is the artist on Monstrous. Both of those covers are open to order. If you would like to pull either one of them, because it's just a one-shot, you can type pull White Fox A, or you can type pull White Fox B. I can't tell if that's getting picked up because Seth apparently has a booming voice.
It's like everybody in the front is here in the back.
Is yelling, yeah. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so White Fox, one shot, ties into the Marvel Future Fight video game. They've got some more coming out, so we'll make sure that we feature those as they come out. Here we go. Here's a big one. Ghost Rider is back. Okay? Ghost Rider #1, the brothers Ghost Rider are back. Johnny Blaze ain't just the king of hell, he's the warden too. He's the first line of defense between the demonic hordes trying to escape the joint and the lords of other hells making a play for his throne and all the power that comes with it, including a certain evil queen from his past. Meanwhile, Danny Ketch never wanted to be Ghost Rider. Now that his brother's in charge downstairs, Ketch must take on the duty of Earth's spirit of vengeance full-time, no matter how much he'd rather be doing anything else. Superstar creative team Ed Brisson from Extermination and Aaron Cooter from Guardians of the Galaxy redefine the Marvel Universe's supernatural underbelly for a brutal new era. Plus, the first installment of the Caretaker Chronicles. Forget everything you thought you knew. Main cover at the top right here is by Aaron Cooter, who's doing the interior art as well. This is pretty rad because for the first time ever, we have a black blank cover for Ghost Rider #1. So there you go. That's what it's going to look like. Wraparound cover that is all black, so that you can get people to draw in silver or gold or.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's amazing. Like, I kind of want some of those. I don't want to have anybody draw. I need a Ghost Riderized Aquaman. Can we do that? Aquaman with a crown of flames.
Damaged.
Yeah,
well,
true.
Hopefully they put the cover over them.
That's true. Hopefully they ship with the protective film over it. Ghost Rider Black Blank is an open-to-order cover, as is the King of Hell variant, which is also by Aaron Cooter. So you can type sub Ghost Rider, you'll get the main cover and the rest of the series. You can type pull variant. This is the King of Hell variant by Aaron Cooter, or Black Blank variant. That's the main cover. Get it on your pull. That sounds like it's going to be a blast. And it's about time, like, old school Johnny Blaze and Danny Ketch got some love. All right, you ready? Okay, Marvel Comics 1000 came out last week. Apparently the story was not big enough contained inside that 100-page comic. So here we have Marvel Comics number 1001. Who is the mysterious new character from Marvel's past with the Mask of Infinity? It was a story too large for any one issue with too many classic Marvel creators who wanted to be part of the fun. Whether that's true or BS, I don't know, but it sounds good. It sounds good.
We sold some covers, so
We did sell some, so let's do another, yeah. And so the party continues on with this additional celebratory issue featuring additional secrets and revelations about the Eternity Mask. It's the Eternity Mask, not the Infinity Mask. That's my bad. I thought it was the Infinity Mask. And the person who now wears it. The main cover at the top right here. So if you, that's the main cover by Rod Rice, which is pretty awesome. It's a good cover. Variant cover right here is a wraparound cover by Mr. Patrick Gleason. Both of those covers are open to order. They are $4.99. At least they're not having 30 freaking covers from Marvel 1001, which is a good thing. And it's not $10. $4.99.
That's good.
Marvel Comics 1001 with only 2 covers that are open to order. So,
the one that I want on that.
yeah, there's a 1 in 100, but I don't know that we're going to get that.
Yeah, exactly.
If you would like to pull a copy, we can't subscribe you to this because it's not an ongoing series. Please type pull Marvel Comics 1000A or wraparound cover by Pat Gleason, and we will have a copy of that set aside for you. Capiche?
Capiche.
Capiche. Okay. Spider-Verse. Apparently,
First I thought it said Spider Essay.
Spider Essay. Dude, that's your Spider Sona.
There we go. Spider Essay.
Dominic Pacheco, Spider Essay. Shukani Tacos Holmes.
Let me get that taco.
Blit Blit. Spider-Verse #1. I'm sorry. I don't know what an Irish spider or a Scottish spider looks like.
Jason Dawson with the Ghost Rider Aquaman have a flaming fish skill.
I'm thinking of Flaming Trident, Jason. That's what I'm
Would he be
thinking.
riding a tricked out dolphin?
Hell yeah! What about a flaming seahorse? That would be amazing.
That would be cool, actually.
That would be cool.
That would
Crap!
be
Now
cool.
I have to do it. Now I gotta find somebody to draw me a Ghost Riderized Aquaman.
With an orange.
Riding a flame
Metallic
seahorse.
orange.
Yep, that's gonna happen. Thank you. That's a thing now.
Spider-Verse.
Totally got derailed. Spider-Verse #1. Miles Morales finally feels that he gets this Spider-Man stuff, and then falls through a portal. But isn't the web of life and destiny destroyed? Maybe not, true believer. Who spun this new web? Regardless, Miles finds himself at the center of a multiversal adventure that will feature a who's who of creators and characters as the series spins forward, and each issue features #SpiderSonas from some of the biggest Spidey fans and comic creators both. So the main cover is that one right there. There are also 2 open to order covers, one that's going to be an Art Adams 8-issue connecting cover set. I don't have an image of that. There's also a John Tyler Christopher action figure variant that's open to order. I don't have an image of that either.
That's the way it works.
That's how it works. The rule is that the publishers are supposed to have all the images uploaded to Diamond by Friday. Here we are Friday with no images. It's a horrible week for images. Yeah, just shake your head, man. Shake your head, Spider Essay.
No images.
No images, Holmes.
Gotta stop.
Okay, if you'd like to subscribe to Ciderverse.
Ciderverse.
That's Pumpkin Spicerverse.
Apple Spicerverse.
If you'd like to subscribe to Spider-Verse, please type sub Spider-Verse. We'll get you the main covers. If you'd like to subscribe to the Art Adams connecting covers, type sub Spider-Verse Art Adams. If you'd like to subscribe to the action figure variants, you can say sub Spider-Verse action figure variants. Whew. Okay,
You all right?
that's it. We're out of Marvel.
Good?
We're done with Marvel.
Okay.
Moving on. We told you so many times. We did this so many times. Congratulations to Boom Studios. Once in Future has reached its final printing with the cover right there, which I believe is the 6th printing. Something is Killing the Children on the far right has reached its final printing also, which I believe is its 4th printing. So if you missed out on either of those, we still have first prints in stock. Come see us. But if you'd like any of these, we do. Yeah, there's a whole long box of them over here somewhere.
Once in Future. I thought you
For
were
Once in
talking
Future.
about something
No,
to
I think we're out of that.
Where are we getting those from?
Once in Future, 6th printing, #1. Something is Killing the Children, 4th printing, #1. Please just say pull a copy of each of those and we'll get it set aside for you. If you'd like to subscribe to this series, type sub Once in Future, sub Something is Killing the Children. We'll make sure you don't miss anything out on those 2 titles. All right. Now from Boom, we have a new series, a new #1. This one might be the next hot thing, like Once in Future and Something is Killing the Children.
Bullet to the head?
Bullet through the head. This is called Strange Skies Over East Berlin #1. This sounds fantastic.
Okay, talk to me.
Mankind has made it to space, and now space has followed them back. Herring is a delusioned American spy stationed on the eastern side of the Berlin Wall, struggling with his role in a Cold War that seems to have no end. But when he's sent on a mission behind enemy lines to infiltrate East German intelligence, he soon learns the Soviets have a secret weapon that could change the tides of the conflict. An alien monster that they don't understand. Right? I'm in. Aliens, Russian, Cold War, spy stuff. That sounds fantastic.
But how are they unleashing this alien? I guess you got to read it.
The Soviets are about to learn that they're not in charge of the monster. It's already in their minds and has twisted them to their will. Now, Herring must find a way to understand the impossible before it transforms him into a monster unlike any other. Writer Jeff Loveness and Lissandro Esterin, who is the artist on Redneck, team up for a story in the spirit of Cold War classics. For fans of period science fiction as well as alien action, this is right up your alley. This is Strange Skies Over East Berlin #1. Don't miss out on Boom's next big thing. This could very well be it. They're killing it right now, man. All right, not quite as original. We've got WWE SmackDown #1, also from Boom in stores. What's that?
Not my jam.
Not your jam. I know it's we got a few
people.
Few super friends that are fans of wrestling. So this is SmackDown #1. It is. I mean, it's all the WWE that you could hope and love for. There's not really I can't describe a lot about this because it's going to be about wrestling. So get ready for SmackDown Live on Fox October 4th, a couple of days early with
Chris Jericho had his
SmackDown.
belt stolen.
Did he?
From a restaurant or something, steakhouse.
Why would you bring it into the restaurant with
Because you got to flaunt it when you're the champion.
Because you're like, hey, do I get a discount with this thing? Do I get a discount for this belt?
That's right. I'm not a big Chris Jericho fan.
I don't know who that is. Yeah. From Dynamite and in stores on October 2nd is Black Terror #1. So Black Terror is a character who has been around since the golden age of comics. That's part of the Project Superpowers thing that Dynamite did. That was 10, 12 years ago at this point, where they kind of revitalized all of those old, like the Devil. We had the Devil series that was on FOC a while back. This is Black Terror #1. Bob Benton has settled into his boring life of being a pharmacist, a daily routine, a coworker he has a crush on. These are the things that keep him happy.
He reminds me of the Grim Reaper, man.
Right? He's like a pirate, man. But creeping below the surface are his memories of being a hero. Struggling against his urges to fight crime, he's suddenly sent down a path he thought he had left behind. Needing to be a vigilante, ready to once again punch crime in the face and become the Black Terror. Join Max Bemis from the band Say Anything, who also wrote Moon Knight and Fool Killer from Marvel, and Matt Gaudio from John Wick and Betty Page as they take you for a ride through the life of a superhero and all the weirdness along the way. We got a main cover. The top left is by Franco Francavilla. Then we have cover B, which is by Jorge Fornes over there on the right. Below that, we've got cover C by David Nakayama, who signs his artwork DNA.
I like that.
Cover D on the right of that.
What that is?
Yeah, that's what DNA
I thought it was
means.
SONA.
No, it's DNA, man.
It's DNA.
Because he's got like a little double helix
Yes.
right in front of the DNA, which is genius as an artist, like a little stamp. Cover E to the right of David Nakayama, you've got Erica Henderson, and last but not least, you've got cover F by Adam Gorhan. So if you'd like any of those covers, or if you'd like to subscribe to that series, you know the routine. Sub means we're going to add it to your subscription. Pull means that we are going to pull you just one copy of whatever cover that
Or
you're...
as many copies.
Or as many copies as you'd like.
Right.
Thank you, Don.
But don't want to. Stay on that series.
Right. All right. Here, you ready for the sexiness? Next from Dynamite. Dynamite is going all in on Vampirella for her 50th anniversary. This is Vengeance of Vampirella #1 with some amazing freaking covers. This is a new ongoing series. Vengeance of Vampirella originally debuted in 1994 and was a more savage and feral look at the daughter from Draculon. For the 50th anniversary of Vampirella, original series writer Tom Snagoski is back to write this series. It features a host of incredible cover artists. Set 25 years after the original series, Vampirella's dead? Long live Vampirella. Humanity holds on, but barely. The playthings and slaves of a multitude of supernatural monstrosities that have made their Earth their own. Mistress Nyx continues to rule the planet, her chaos lords reigning over the various regions of the world, but she's getting bored. There's no one to challenge her, that is, until a small but determined rebellion finds what could be their savior or their seal of doom. Okay? We got cover A, top left right there. There you go. That is cover A. Oh my goodness.
On your right.
Josh Middleton, cover A. Phenomenal. On your right, we got Frank Cho, cover B. Also fantastic. Not as good as Josh Middleton, though. Not as good as Ben Oliver with cover C. That cover is amazing. And then cover D on the right there, Lucio Perillo with some T and A for the masses. Last but not least, we can't forget about the cosplay cover. Cover E is the cosplay cover. Dom is just shaking his head. You can see him because he's on screen. Wipe that drool off your chin, sir. So Vengeance of Vampirella, new ongoing series from Dynamite. If you would like to subscribe to it, type sub Vengeance of Vampirella. If you just want to pick, I don't know how you pick out of those 5 covers, you can say pull Vengeance of Vampirella A, B, C, D, or E. However many copies you would like, we'll make sure that we get them for you. Okay? This next one's kind of weird. We have a couple people that sub Zombie Tramp. This is a character from the Danger Doll Squad from Action Lab Comics. This is Amalgama, the Space Zombie, #1, in her own series. The fan favorite Zombie Tramp Vamp Blade Dollface mashup with the powers of all 3 iconic characters returns. Rocketed into space by the Danger Doll Squad, Amalgama, the Space Zombie, plots a course for explosive sci-fi grindhouse action. That is a mouthful. So for those of you that don't know, Action Lab for Zombie Tramp and the Danger Doll stuff for Vamp Blade, they always do a regular cover and a risque cover. So up here at the top, you've got the regular cover A, and then to the right you have the risque cover A. Then we've got the regular cover B and the risque cover B. Obviously, it's not going to say warning or danger warning on the cover. There's going to be some nudity there. Cover C down below here, main cover, risque variant, and then cover D is by Elias Chatzudis did cover cover D there. Main cover, risque variant on the right. If you'd like to subscribe to that series, type sub Amalgama. We'll get you whichever cover set that you would like. If you would just like to pull a copy of whichever, pull a risque copy, I bet. You can type pull whichever cover treatment that you would like, and we'll make sure we have a copy of that in your hold slot. Next up from Action Lab, we have Kill Switch #1, which is a weird kind of techno sci-fi punk story. In a future where clairvoyant augurs are used for their powers but feared, held captive, and persecuted, a disaffected military major is shocked into action by the grim realities of the augur's treatments. She puts her life and career on the line to help them attempt a daring escape from captivity. 2 covers are available, cover A on the left, cover B on the right. It sounds very Minority Report-esque, you know? Which I dig that movie. So,
they got ahead of themselves.
That's right. Kill Switch #1. If you'd like to subscribe to it, you can type sub Kill Switch. If you'd just like to pull a copy, read it, see what it's all about, you can type pull Kill Switch. Okay? Next up from Aftershock. This is really nothing new. It's kind of business as usual. But if you've missed out on the glory that is Dark Ark, here is your chance to jump in. The whole premise of Dark Ark is that when Noah was told by God to build an ark and save 2 of every animal on the planet, there was another ark that occurred, a dark ark, and that ark was tasked by Satan by filling it with 2 of each of the creatures of the unnatural world. And so in the story of Dark Ark, the Dark Ark has beaten Noah to land, and so a societal order must be created, one that's based on the rule of monsters. So it's really cool. Cullen Bunn's doing the writing, Wando's doing the artwork on it. I believe that there are 3 trade paperbacks out, so if you missed out on Dark Ark, pick that up, take a gander at it, and then you can subscribe to the new After the Flood series from the folks at Aftershock.
Sounds fun.
Our last one, we're there, we made it, holy moly. This is kind of obscure. This is from Lion Forge. 3 or 4 years ago, they did this whole thing called Catalyst Prime. It reminded me very much of like the Dark Horse comics world that they did with X and with Barbed Wire and all that sort of stuff. It got very confusing very quickly, and so Lion Forge brought Gail Simone in to clean everything up, and that's what this is. Catalyst Prime, 7 days, a 7-issue miniseries. The premise for the whole Catalyst Prime thing was that 4 or 5 years ago they realized this meteor was hurtling to Earth and nothing could stop it, and so the result of that impact created superheroes and different types of superheroes.
I wanna be there.
You have a Flash, moniker. You've got a couple of different peoples, but now the Earth is in danger again from something equally cosmic but way more sinister. So Noble, Summit, Excel all joined together to investigate. Written by Gail Simone with art by Jose Luis, and the cover on the left is by Stjepan Šejic. I don't know who the cover on the right is. It looks like it's signed Ashley something. It's not Ashley Witter, but it could be. I don't know. I said it's 2 covers by Šejic, but that is incorrect because that is definitely not his signature on that. But if you were a fan of the Catalyst Prime stuff, you probably want to get on this new series. You could type sub Catalyst Prime 7 days. If you just want to pull a copy to read about, cosmic danger and superheroes and what they have to do to fight that, you can type pull Catalyst Prime 7 days #1. That takes us out, man. Holy moly. So
bring you back to the beginning.
I know that was a ton of stuff, but now it's out there. Now you can go through it at your leisure. Check out the website, hallofjusticecomics.com. You can rewatch this video. You can check this video out after it's posted to YouTube a little later this afternoon. You have all weekend to take a look at this stuff. You can copy the item codes. I guess, throw me back on the main screen. Oh, it's not on there. Dang it. All right, I got to fix that.
Okay.
It's missing the table with all the FOC notes because I
We'll
haven't
get that on there.
Oh,
So you want
I'll
to
make
back
that.
on there?
I'll make that edited and get that back on there. Don't worry about it right now.
Okay.
But we'll have a giant table at the bottom of the Catalyst Prime images that has literally everything with a diamond item code, so you can copy that code into your internet browser and pull up images and take a peek and read the synopsis and all that sort of stuff. And let us know what you'd like to order. Cutoff is Monday, September 9th. Is that what it is?
Yes.
Monday, September 9th.
You're not looking at
I'm
the
not
screen.
looking at this screen. I'm not. Yeah. Monday, September 9th, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We'll get you whatever you want. You just have to let us know by then. Thanks for joining us. I'm John.
I'm Dom.
Peace out. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Wow. That was insane. All right, let me make this edit real quick.
Like everybody join. Right. Like it's one of those slow burn posts.
Sure. They always are, because, who's on at 11 o'clock in the morning?
Right.
I am. You are.
We're always on.
I think that was like an hour.
We're done, Seth.
This,
On that post and put the blog.
I'm doing it right now.
Oh, you're editing it?
Yep.
Thank you.
There we go. Cool. That's it. Okay. I gotta go potty, and then I'm gonna go out there and. Does that mean
I
you?
just go up there to Seth to do
Does
that.
that mean you slugged me in the arms? So that's what you're doing?
What were you gonna do?
Yeah,